Hi there, I am Lindsay with Off the Beaten Hook, and in this lesson, we are going to talk about one of the most important parts of crochet, yarn. This lesson is part of my Learn to Crochet series where we're building our crochet skills step by step from the very beginning all the way through making your very first crochet projects and beyond. So if you're just joining us, you will find the complete series linked in the lesson notes. In my opinion, yarn is one of the most fun aspects of crochet. There are so many different colors, so many different fibers and textures to choose from. And for lots of us, yarn is what we actually become passionate about because ultimately, yarn is what makes our crochet projects come to life. However, when you first start looking at yarn, it can feel a little overwhelming because there are so many different colors and so many different textures and types. There's so many different thicknesses and labels, and it's fun, but it can also feel overwhelming because choosing the right yarn for your specific project is actually more important than you might think. So in this lesson, we are going to learn all about yarn, but we're going to focus really just on the basics that you need to understand as you're getting started. One of the first things you'll notice about yarn is that yarn comes in different thicknesses, and this is called the yarn weight. And in crochet, weight does not mean how heavy the yarn physically feels. It refers to how thick the yarn is. And yarn weights range from very thin all the way to very thick, bulky yarns, even bulkier than this and even thinner than this. This chart gives you an overview of the weights of yarns that are available for you. The lower the number, the thinner the yarn is. The higher the number, the thicker the yarn is. And this number will be printed on every yarn label that you purchase, so you will be able to find the yarn that any given pattern is calling for. As a beginner, I recommend starting with a medium weight yarn. This is called medium, size 4, and worsted. All of these mean the same thing. Every weight of yarn will have a number and will also have a name. For example, size 4 is worsted weight. Size 3 is DK or light worsted weight. And size 5 is bulky weight. But as you begin, worsted weight size 4 yarn is perfect. It's not too thin and it's not too thick. And we will talk more about matching yarn weight and hook size in our next lesson all about hooks. But on the yarn label, you will also find the recommended hook size to use with that yarn weight. And I do have a free downloadable reference guide on this as well, which gives you all the yarn weights matched with the recommended hook size to go with them. That's just a free resource for you if you think that would be helpful. And like we talked about in our last lesson, for beginners, anywhere between a 5mm and a 6mm crochet hook will go great for practice with this worsted weight yarn. Now let's talk a bit about yarn fiber. Fiber is what the yarn is made of. There are natural fibers like cotton and wool, and there are synthetic fibers like acrylic and polyester. And as you start to work with different types of yarn, you'll probably start to prefer some over others. Sustainability is a big deal for me, so personally I only use natural fibers like cotton, wool, bamboo, alpaca, there's lots of them. And I also use a lot of recycled yarns and blends as well. And it's really exciting to me that a lot of yarn brands are putting out yarns that are made of recycled materials like cotton from t-shirts and even yarn that's made of post-consumer plastic water bottles, which is actually surprisingly soft and wonderful to work with. The most common synthetic or man-made fibers you'll find for yarn are acrylic, polyester, and nylon. But when you're first starting out, simple is your friend. You want yarn that doesn't have much of a halo or a fuzziness like this one because it makes your stitches harder to see. Also, you want to avoid really dark yarn like specifically black or navy. It's a complete nightmare because you can't see your stitches. You want a smooth yarn in a light color because that's what makes your stitches really pop. And acrylic and cotton are really great for this. And the fiber type will be listed on the yarn label. You'll also find a few other really important things on the yarn label. So let's take a look at one and see what else we can find on there. So we already talked about the yarn weight and the yarn fiber. So the yarn weight is going to be right here. You will see the little, you'll see like a little picture of a yarn ball with a band on it, and there'll be a number on that band. So this one is a 4 medium, which again is also called worsted weight yarn. And then we talked about the fiber. The fiber will be listed right on the yarn label as well. You're also going to see the recommended hook size on here. There's usually the knitting needle size and then the crochet hook size. So this one is telling you that it is recommended that you use a 5.5mm crochet hook with this yarn. The color of the yarn will also be on the label. And you're also going to find the total length of the yarn on here. This is listed in yards and meters. Sometimes you'll only see one of those. And you're also going to find the weight on here. So this one's listed in ounces, 3.5 ounces, or 100 grams. This information is going to be critical when you're given either the weight or the quantity in yards or meters of yarn to use in a given pattern. So you're going to want to be able to find that on the yarn label. Also, the care instructions are going to be on here too. So all of these little symbols tell you whether it can be washed or if it has to be hand washed, whether it can be dried, ironed, so on and so forth. I also actually have a yarn label reference guide as another free downloadable if you want, and it covers everything that you'll see on a yarn label, and it kind of decodes the little care instructions for you as well if you think that would be helpful. In this lesson, we talked all about yarn, and as you begin, the most important takeaway is that it's easier to learn with smooth yarn in lighter colors and a medium weight. These are the absolute best for beginners because it's easier to see your stitches and you can learn how to identify them as you move forward. In our next lesson, we're going to learn all about hooks and how to pair the right hook with the yarn you choose for your project. So I'll see you there.